And now it's time for Spotlight on the Saints. Remember, a saint is someone who lives the life in such a way that it lets the sun shine through. In Matthew 25, chapter 25, Jesus tells those who are entering the kingdom, "Come, for I was in prison and you visited me." When they asked, "When did we see you and visit you in prison?" His reply was, "What you did for the least of these, you did for me." On one hand, this is a particular challenge for me. Remember, I used to be a bail bondsman. I know that there are some people that, in fact, should be in jail. But I've also learned, and the church teaches, that being in jail does not take away someone's humanity. That being in jail cannot separate a person from the love of Christ. It's not a question of guilt or innocence. My mom was guilty when she went to jail, but she was still my mom. Today we're going to turn the spotlight on the saint who realized this call, even though that as a monk, he could have spent his days in quiet prayer with his brothers in the monastery. He answered the challenge of Matthew 25. He not only ministered to prisoners, but he was put in jail for it, twice. So today we turn the spotlight on St. Joseph Leonissa, whose feast day is February the 4th. Born in Leonissa, in the Kingdom of Naples, Joseph entered the Capuchin monks in 1573. Joseph avoided the safe compromises by which people sometimes undercut the gospel. Denying himself hearty meals and comfortable quarters, he prepared for ordination and a life of preaching. In 1587, he went to Constantinople to take care of the jailed galley slaves. Imprisoned for this work, he was warned not to resume it on his release. But he went back to helping the prisoners and was again imprisoned, and this time condemned to death. Miraculously freed, he returned to Italy, where he preached to the poor and reconciled feuding families as well as warring cities which had been at odds for years. He was canonized in 1746. So what now what? Again, we don't look at the saints like you would look at a historical figure that might be on a history test. No, we look at saints to learn about the lessons of their lives, to see what do they have to tell us about our life today. So I've heard the call. I know I need to respond, but how? Do I have to visit prisoners in jail? And the answer is maybe. Take a breath. This may not, and probably is not, how you should respond. There's a Catholic principle. Grace builds on nature. This means that we have all different gifts, which means that we respond according to our own gifts. For me, because of my background and childhood, I was able to coordinate the program called Get on the Bus. This is a program that helps children visit their parents once a year in prison. You may be called to assist with this, and it could be something as simple as purchasing a teddy bear for a child. If you're interested in learning more, just let me know. Maybe your call for now is to explore more about your faith and the social justice teachings of the church. If so, stay with us. Thanks for watching. My name is Dave, and I'm not in charge.